What's the dumbest thing you've ever seen a person you thought was intelligent do? Worked with a surgeon who was a great guy and had most of his asterisk together. Except he constantly fell for get-rich-quick schemes. My friend used to be the smartest person in my classes until he tried to WWE-style wrestle the principal. He was expelled and I haven't heard from him since. A guy we know hosed off his sloped driveway to clear the ice away. The temp was in the teens when he was laughed at by everyone. His snarky comeback was, "I'll tell you like I told my wife. It's hot water. He will never live it down." My neighbor's dog came over and peed on one of my dog's heads. My other dog was not okay with that and peed on his head as well to make up for it. My dumb dog let 2 dogs pee on his head. My grandfather, a Vietnam vet, survival expert and master electrician, scorched the paint on my new car. A Chevy Bolt. This is important later. His truck was waiting for a new part and he had a doctor's appointment, so I told him he could borrow my car. I'd drive to work, hand him the keys, and he'd pick me up when I was done. Half an hour later, I got a call from him. He was in jail. Turns out he had decided to put some gas in my car. So he went to a gas station, then decided to light up a cigarette. That alone is stupid and dangerous. But a Chevy Bolt is an all-electric car, with the plug-in by the driver's side door. So when he lit up, he ended up scorching himself, the paint, and caused a small fire. He got $2,000 fine and it took months for him to stop smelling like burned beard. But otherwise wasn't badly hurt. He paid for the damages out of pocket. But to this day refuses to admit it's not okay to smoke at a gas station. I always thought he was abrasive but smart before. But I lost a great deal of respect for his advice after that. My old boss didn't believe in dinosaurs or carbon dating. He was a computer and math specialist. One of my parents' friends, who has a PhD, once put our dishes in the washing machine because he'd never known a house without a dishwasher. He was trying to be helpful. Offered to wash up after a dinner party. Fortunately they caught him before he turned it in. Girl I briefly dated was the valedictorian of her high school. Got a master's in business with high honors. Then she joined a cult. Lost all her savings in the form of donations to said cult. Buckle up, buckaroo. The coworker in this story is a fully licensed attorney. I checked. That means she attended at least a 4-year college program, a 3-year law school, and passed a bar exam, which is a 3-day-long test. I'm sitting in the break room, when in pops a coworker looking to chat. I'm reading something, so this coworker is getting like 10% of my attention. She says something bland about the weather, sure is cold outside blah blah, so I say something equivalent, blah blah, that's winter for you. Then she says, we could sure use some of that global warming right now, haha. I thought about saying something, but decided against it. Instead I went with, well, the news said this is a record warm winter. She comes back with, what? If you believe those idiots you probably believe that fossils are real. Recordskip.wave. I wasn't really listening, right? I probably misheard. So I put down my phone and confirmed with her, do I believe in fossils? She looked at me like I was being extra silly. I said, no, I don't believe in fossils. I've seen evidence they are real, like at museums and gas stations. She explained that what I thought were real fossils were actually put there by the devil to test our faith. So that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen someone I thought was smart do. My husband has a tendency to forget words. Not like we all do, I just remembered. It's called a theremin. Like basic, common words. Sometimes it's just mundane things. But sometimes it's hilarious. Some of my favorites. The car seat wheels as he's walking around acting out charades like he's pushing a lawnmower, the stroller. Like gagging but it's your eyes blinking. Those things you deal but you throw them, dice, edit to everyone wondering. He did indeed have a neurological issue after we noticed this, along with some other symptoms. He's had brain surgery. He was also dropping things frequently. He broke 5 cereal bowls in a month and getting terrible thundercloud headaches, among other more mild symptoms. It's gotten significantly better with treatment. And we make fun of the words he forgets. We can practically communicate by hand gesture alone at this point. They told me that I could cure my head cold by peeling an onion and leaving it on my bedside table while I slept. They said the onion would be brown in the morning because it would suck all of the toxins out of the air and I would be better. How did they make it this far in life? Take out more student loans to buy a BMW to get his girl. One that got caught sleeping with his friends. Yes, plural. Many times, and when he got it she used it to drive her herself and the guys she was sleeping with around.